When Quinn returned to his dorm room, he was surprised to find it empty. Neither Vorden nor Peter was there.
It's nearly curfew. I wonder what they're doing out so late.
Quinn had hoped to ask one of them about what happened with Layla, but fatigue weighed too heavily on him. With a yawn, Quinn gave in and decided to get some rest. The moment his body hit the bed, he was out cold. Quinn didn't even change his clothes. He just collapsed on top of the covers like a drunk. Peter arrived not long after Quinn fell asleep. He entered the room, not even acknowledging the fact that Quinn had returned. Peter walked to his bed and placed the quilt over his head. He shook all over. Soon after, Vorden arrived. He noticed the lump under Peter's sheets, then glanced at Quinn's sleeping face. Seeing Quinn at peace made him smile. Vorden's shoulders relaxed.
Looks like you were fine. I'm sorry.
Each of them fought a different battle, unaware of the burdens the others carried. With no one to talk to, they had no choice but to sleep with their demons. As Quinn woke up, he saw his usual morning message.
Daily quest complete. Avoid direct sunlight for 8 hours. 135 out of 400 XP.
Quinn felt satisfied with his physical growth, but not his leveling speed. He was still level 3 and only had access to 2 skills. Unlike other abilities that gave users control over elements or forces, his ability was limited. His skills were useful in specific circumstances, but he couldn't keep up with other ability users. If he wanted to compete with higher-level ability users, he'd need more skills soon. After fighting Loop the day before, Quinn realized he needed to get better at fighting. He could handle weaker opponents, but anyone who was used to fighting gave him trouble. If it hadn't been for his blood bank, Quinn might not have survived against Loop. Quinn fought recklessly and got lucky. He needed to improve his hand-to-hand combat if he was going to survive in the future. Quinn also couldn't keep fighting students every day. Loop's fight had been a close call. Quinn still didn't know if Loop recognized him. To protect his secret, Quinn would have to limit his nighttime activities. Either that, or he'd have to become strong enough to fight without his gauntlets. They gave away his identity. That left only one clear goal. He needed to reach level 10. At level 10, the system would unlock a shop function. He didn't know what it would contain, but so far, the system hadn't let him down. Vorden yawned, acting like his usual self.
Hey, did you sleep well? When I came in last night, you were completely knocked out.
Quinn eyed his friend suspiciously.
Yeah, I was pretty tired after combat classes.
Vorden met Quinn's eyes, unflinching.
I heard you got in an accident. Is everything okay?
Quinn tried to laugh it off.
As you can see, I made a complete recovery. You don't need to worry about me.
Vorden grew serious.
Quinn, if you're getting bullied, just tell me. I know we said not to help each other so the second-year students wouldn't get involved, but I can handle them. Don't worry.
Quinn smiled, relieved. He couldn't understand what Layla was so worried about. Vorden was acting completely normal. Sure, Vorden lashed out from time to time, but didn't Quinn do the same thing? Not wanting to spoil the mood, Quinn decided to ask Peter about the situation later when they were alone. Asking Vorden might only get him a one-sided version of the story. As Peter woke up, Vorden greeted him too, but Peter didn't say much. Quinn raised an eyebrow.
Now Peter's acting strangely. When are things going to calm down?
Quinn smiled at his friend. Is everything okay, Peter? Peter dressed in a new uniform quickly, clearly trying to leave.
Huh? Yeah, I'm fine.
The three of them headed toward the canteen. As they walked down the hallway, Quinn spotted someone he didn't want to see so early in the morning. Loop came from the opposite direction. As they locked eyes, Loop began to sweat. He visibly shook from head to toe. When they walked by each other, Loop stopped.
Hey, is it okay to talk to you? In private?
Quinn glanced around, scanning for Loop's friends. If Loop was approaching him, he had probably figured out Quinn was the one who attacked him and Frank. Quinn had anticipated a retaliation, yet there was no sign of Brandon or Frank. Loop came alone. It was unlikely that Loop would try anything so publicly. Even if Loop did, Quinn felt confident he could still hide his ability. Vorden walked between the two of them.
Is everything okay?
Quinn put a hand on Vorden's shoulder.
Yeah, it's fine, Vorden. You two go ahead. I'll catch up with you.
Vorden and Peter continued toward the canteen, though Vorden kept glancing back at Quinn, clearly uneasy. Quinn and Loop walked to a nearby classroom, down the hallway from the canteen. Classes hadn't started yet, so the room was empty. Quinn stood by the door in case Loop started to attack. Quinn wanted to have an easy escape route. Loop looked nervous as he gathered his thoughts. Finally, he bowed.
I'm sorry about yesterday. I know we hurt you. You're probably planning your revenge, but please forgive me.
Quinn was speechless. He didn't have a clue what was going on. Loop cleared his throat.
I won't tell anyone about your secret. Please, whatever you do, just let me live. I won't bother you again. No one will ever know anything.
Although Quinn had his suspicions, Loop looked genuine. Either that, or he was the best actor in the world.
What on earth happened to make Loop look like this? This guy's pretty strong. I know I gave him a beating yesterday, but he put up a good fight. He shouldn't be this scared of me.
Quinn kept his face neutral.
Thanks for keeping my secret. I don't have a grudge against you, although your friends were the ones who attacked me. You didn't do anything. You were just trying to help your friends.
Oh, thank you.
Loop breathed a sigh of relief.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for sparing me. I promise, if you need anything, I will help you. I don't want what happened to Brandon happening to me.
Quinn raised an eyebrow.
What happened to Brandon?
Subscribe now and start watching free episodes of the #1 fantasy show in this YouTube playlist. For the full story, click the link in the description, download the Pocket FM app, and watch all episodes of My Vampire System.